Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Westwood High School's Beta Gymnasium for today's matchup of the 2025 Riley Open Classic between the Falmouth Clippers and the Walpole Timberwolves. Westwood is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship as well as establishing a healthy environment for competition. During the game, please be considerate and respectful to the players, coaches, officials, and fans by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. And now for our starting lineups. Starting off with the away team, the Falmouth Clippers. Number 0, Haley Lynch. Number 2, Layla Clune. Number 10, Skylar Ford. Number 20, Kinley Mohan. And number 44, Olivia Massimo. And now for the home team, Walpole Timberwolves. Number 10, Tori Adams. Number 13, Abby McMahon. Number 20, Bella Bingham. Number 21, Katie McDonald. And number 24, Lauren Caroline. Caroline Lauren. Sorry about that. If the all please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to Bader Gymnasium. It is the Riley Classic, and we have the first game ready to be tipped off in just a few seconds. We have Falmouth taking on the home team today, Walpole Timberwolves. So a great matchup. Telling Evan before the game, this is like the tournament before the tournament. You got the MIA playoffs right on the doorstep, and you got 4 terrific teams going, they're playing today to obviously want to win the tournament, but also improve your standings, improve your rankings when it comes to the MIA Power Rankings, where a week from yesterday, we will have brackets out for the MIA tournament. So right off the bat, Falmouth with the win on the tip, and right to the hoop by Falmouth. Skylar Ford with the 2-point basket. That's about as quick of a basket as you can get there, Evan.
Wasting no time for Falmouth. Come out fast here in the first game of the Riley Classic.
Yeah. Falmouth, aggressive defense right off the bat. Walpole doing some good passing, looking down low. Off the backboard, no good. That was a shot by Bella Bingham. Rebounded by Falmouth. Skylar Florida, who had the early bucket. There's no better place to be right now than Bader Gymnasium after the hours of shoveling we've done today, Evan.
Yeah.
This is very rewarding. We're excited about the great basketball we have in front of us today.
Got some great basketball weather to start. And,
yes.
We made it out here for the Riley Classic, and we're gonna have a great couple games today. Great couple games tomorrow as well.
Yeah. Nice turnover caused by Kinley Mohan. And some strong defense early on by Falmouth. Falmouth drawn to the hoop, off the glass, yes! And Skylar Plurd got all 4 points for Falmouth. An early 4-0 lead on the Timberwolves.
And Falmouth doing a great job of working the ball into the paint there too. That's where they're scoring all of their points so far early, and that strategy works.
Shot from the outside, no good. That was Caroline Doran. And Falmouth feeling it right now. Up 4, looking to add to that. Falmouth kind of seen as the underdog in this game, where Walpole, a top 10 team in D2, they're number 8 right now in the D2 power rankings.
Well, Falmouth
And a nice bucket there. Olivia Arsenault with the putback. Falmouth, number 34 in the D3 standings, with Walpole, as we mentioned, number 8. And a putback there for Walpole. Walpole on the board. It's a nice bucket by Bella Bingham. So Falmouth up 6-2 here early. 5 minutes 45 remaining here in the first quarter. And a turnover on Falmouth, going to be a Walpole inbound.
It'll be interesting to see how Walpole responds here. It seems like they're putting a little more defense down near the bucket, which is going to be key for them. It seems like Falmouth's offense runs through the paint.
Yes. They got some size. They got some good athleticism too. We've seen it on the defensive end, and then we saw it on that last bucket by 44 Olivia Arsenault. And a good hand there in the lane. That was great defense. Layla Kloon. And then trying to go to the net was it was Skylar Lord. I believe the ball was knocked out of her hands, going to stay with Falmouth. She's a good player, number 10 for Falmouth. Falmouth moving around. Haley Lynch, 00. I love that. One of my favorite numbers in sports, the 00 or the 0. You know, the Walter McCarty, legendary numbers. You don't see those often at the high school level.
Not in high school.
Oh, great pass inside, off the glass and good. Olivia Arsenault on a fantastic pass by Haley Lynch. Adding to the lead, 8-2 now, Falmouth. Shot from the outside by Walpole, and that is good. Katie McDonald buries it from the outside, and that chips into the lead. Get Walpole's 5th point. Walpole down 3 now. Great start, both teams. Buckets being made, some good looks. Also some good solid D. Lord working it towards the hoop, draws a foul.
First foul of the game there, cut 4 minutes 35 seconds, in the first period.
It's gonna be a foul on Bella Bingham. It's her first personal foul, first team foul. First one no good. Emily Mulgrew checking in for Walpole. I believe Emily Mulgrew is Bill Riley's granddaughter, if I'm not mistaken. So a little extra coolness to this tournament, being the Riley Classic. Get to not only see Bill Riley, but Bill Riley being able to get to see his granddaughter play. Awesome. Walpole moving it around. Good communication going on the floor. Pass in the middle, and they find open body outside for 3. Yes! And that was Emily Mulgrew for 3. Beautiful shot.
Right in front of Grandpa, no less, too.
That will get him fired up. And he was telling me before the game he's very excited about his grandson, who's in the state championship for swimming. He had an amazing sectional, and that swimming was supposed to be today, the state championship. It was canceled due to the snow, so they're going to figure out a rescheduled date. But what a talent at Zavarian for swimming. He made the Olympic trials for the United States in Indianapolis, if you remember them having it at Lucas Oil Field. It was an amazing scene. Shot from the outside for 3. Yes, Katie McDonald. And we get a timeout called by Falmouth. So Walpole, who kind of got off to a slow start, it was 8-2 at one point, scores, the next
9 points.
9 points.
And all 9 of those
11-8.
points from beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc. And they've been all nothing but net too. So I haven't seen any, front rim, clinging while it's going in. It's been nothing but net.
Great job by Walpole to make the adjustment there.
Yeah.
Off to a slow start, but they found where their offense is working, behind the arc, and there's no better place to have your offense work this good. It is beyond the arc. You get 3 points every time for a 3-point shot. Be interesting to see how Falmouth responds here. They were controlling sort of the paint, and that's kind of where their offense and their defense goes to. That down low on the rim. So it'll be interesting to see how they adjust here. If they stay in the zone, if they move to a man. We'll see what they come out here with the adjustments, but a good timeout by Falmouth. And also, I want to give a little bit of a kudos to Falmouth. I was driving here from Bedford today, and I couldn't imagine driving from the Cape with this weather. But
a lot of games, though. So, a lot of their games they do in, Martha's Vineyard, too. Martha's Vineyard had a game not long ago, I believe, it was in Lowell. So they're coming from a 45-minute ferry ride to then get to, Falmouth and then drive. So I got all the turnover drawn there by Walpole. That was a terrific turnover. Tori Adams and a ball being battled for in the court. We're gonna get a jump ball. Gonna stay with Walpole. Falmouth always been a terrific sports high school. Hockey, football, girls hockey. Westwood played twice this year. They played in their Christmas tournament. And they've always been a top 10 team the last several years in Division II and always been a terrific opponent. Shot from the outside, no good. Rebounded by Falmouth. That was rebounded by number 2, Layla Kuhn. Falmouth's going to work it up the court. Walpole doing a little double team there. The adjustment made on defense. Got a hand on the ball. Walpole going the other way. Looking inside. Layup, no good, but rebound underneath the hoop. No good on that attempt, but another rebound and a foul drawn by Katie McDonald. The original turnover, I believe Bella Bingham got a hand on the ball to cause the turnover. Walpole goes the other way, and I love the hungriness underneath the hoop, being there for the rebounds. That's winning basketball. It's, what? We're going to be there for rebounds, and we're going to win that battle, and a three-pointer from the outside. Tori Adams. And another three-pointer. That's nothing but net. We've talked about the Norwood ties when it comes to Westwood. Obviously Coach Riley, Coach Clifford. Bucket there for Arsenal. We talked about the Norwood ties. There's a lot of Westwood and Walpole ties. Brian Whalen, a Walpole resident. We called the baseball game when he was playing his own son.
That was a fun game to call, too. It's him versus his son. That game, Paul got the better of Brian.
He did,
but,
this is loose ball. Falmouth able to keep it in, but then goes off the hand of Walpole. Going to be a Falmouth possession. On top of that, your Westwood boys basketball coach, Ryan Douglas, he's a Walpole grad, 2007, I believe.
The Route 1 connection there, we got Westwood, Norwood, Walpole, a lot of commonalities on the teams. And, it makes sense.
I lived in Walpole, I think, for the first year of my life. Right off on Coach Road near Sunny Rock Farm, and a turnover by Walpole. And converts on the layup. Beautiful points caused from a turnover. Bella Bingham called her name a few times tonight. She's done a terrific job so far for the Timberwolves. Falmouth looking to answer. Walpole up 6. Bingham again. Chasing down a loose ball. And converts it again. Nearly identical.
Walpole has taken control of this game offensively. So it started off slow, and they're now up to 18. Started with 2, and they're gone on a run here.
Sign of a good team. They got punched in the face. They were unfazed by it. They just had the confidence in their abilities, knowing, listen, we know what we're capable of. Just go out and do it.
After going down 8-2 early, they're now on a 16-2 run here in the last half of this first quarter.
Yep. Well, ball went out of bounds on Walpole. Going to be a Falmouth inbound. Taking the inbound is Skylar Plur. Skylar Plurdy. I'll have to confirm the pronunciation.
I believe Plord.
Plord, okay.
I knew a few Plords up in my time living up in Bangor.
Nice, okay.
So that would be my guess.
My man. Always got my back. Evan Cardamino, Morgan Donahue here for Westwood Media Center coverage of the Riley Winter Classic. And this is interesting, Evan. First time I've ever called a non-Westwood game.
I think this is the first time I've taped a non-Westwood game, to be honest with you.
Well, we're having, this is great basketball, you know, and this is a potential team in a Walpole that you might see come playoffs. And the funny thing is, and the irony as well, is the Middleborough team that's going to be playing Westwood after this game, if they were to go off the rankings today with the playoffs, Westwood would be playing Middleborough. So, you know, that's going to be a potential first-round matchup right here at 4:45. Shot from the outside, no good. Rebounded, though, by Walpole. Great rebound there by Emily Mulgrew. Mulgrew looking inside. Ball knocked away, but Walpole able to recollect it. Going to the hoop. Yes! Bella Bingham having a day. It's only been a quarter as well. Clock winding down. Bingham gets a hand on it. My goodness. What a block. What a tone setter. And she's going to get a quick rest, and well-deserved rest. Coming in the game for her is number 32, Caroline Chase. So 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shot goes up. No good. And that is going to do it. The first quarter. Walpole, with an explosive second half of that first quarter, is up 20-10 on Falmouth. And we're going to take a quick break, folks. You are watching Westwood Media Center coverage of the Bill Riley Winter Classic.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance, and Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back, folks. We have the camera set on head coach Bill Riley, an absolute legend when it comes to Westwood girls basketball, also Westwood girls swimming. Talked about it today. You know, we had him on the podcast not too long ago, Evan, and talked about the contributions he brought to Westwood girls basketball, which were so many. Back-to-back state championship, countless Eastern Mass championships, in addition to the TVL titles. My goodness, of the TVL titles he's had, so many of them were undefeated seasons. And then swimming, what he did with his wife Mary Ellen is remarkable. The lives he impacted there. He is one of very few, if not the only one, coach-wise, to be Coach of the Year All-Scholastic for basketball and swimming. I've never seen it for two sports that are completely different. But remarkable man, and no one more fitting to have a tournament named after him than Bill Riley and all the contributions he did to Westwood.
And we're lucky to have him on the podcast too. He's a great guest. We had him on. We talked basketball. We've had some of his athletes too, Lindsey Hallion.
Yeah.
And you know, great to have some of the legends who built Westwood girls basketball up. A lot of these banners you see in this auditorium are put up by Bill Riley, the likes of Bill Riley and Kathy Delaney Smith.
Yes. Like
you mentioned, a lasting impact on Westwood as a whole, as a town, and great to have this tournament here for him.
Yes. And great to see him connecting with some of his old players too, Nikki Delaney and him. He was Nikki's coach at Westwood, and Nikki assistant coach on Westwood. Nice turnover there caused by Tori Adams. Got the hand on the ball. She throws it up and able to connect on a beautiful pass and layup with that was Caroline Chase. So beautiful connection between those two. Chase chasing it down, gets the loose ball. but the ball gets away, but he found the ball. Great effort. So Walpole now 22-10 on Falmouth. An explosive offense. You get the, some really beautiful shooting from the outside, converting. Haven't really had too many misses. It's a tough team to beat when, they're not missing.
Oh, it's a sign of a good team, taking good shots, and their shot selection is pretty impressive too. They're not taking shots that are, questionable and forced, and they're finding an open spot and they're taking a smart shot. And I think as a result, you're seeing a high shooting percentage right now.
Big time. And their defense is great. They just had that turnover down low, forcing an errant pass because they're doing a good job of picking where the double teams are. And you don't know when they're coming, and then when they do, kind of forces a really quick, I wouldn't say panic pass, but you have to make a quick decision to move that ball effectively. So inbound by Walpole. Walpole gonna walk it up the court. Walked up by Caroline Duran. They're gonna work it around. Looking inside to Bingham. Called her name a bunch of times, and we were only a quarter and 2 minutes into the game. 2+ minutes. Turnover on the court. Falmouth gonna have the ball in the inbound. You can tell in the air that there's a lot of focus on this game amongst both teams. They want to have this is a dress rehearsal for the playoffs, and you want to be able to be dialed in, to be ready for the ebbs and flows of the game and execute, make the adjustments too. So, another turnover caused by Walpole. Bingham going to the hoop. She gets the 2 off a great turnover by 32. Caroline Chase. Walpole doing such a good job getting their hands up and getting the hands in the lane and anticipating the passes. Reminds me of Westwood their last game on versus Dedham. Hands in the lane, so many turnovers. They must have caused 30 turnovers the other night.
Controlling the turnovers too is key. Capitalizing off of these turnovers. We've seen a lot of balls thrown out of bounds.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of steals, and Walpole right now is capitalizing off those opportunities.
Bingham with a nice move. No good off the rim. Ball went out of bounds. I think it's going to be Walpole ball still. And we got Emily Mulgrew back in the game. Nice pass to the outside for 3, and another good 3. Marin Gallivan, good from the outside. One thing we didn't mention is Bill Riley, his daughters and his son, tremendous athletes. They were, record holders here at Westwood High School for swimming. Just a great athletic family. And you know what? Great people of the Maze. As he mentioned, 50+ year resident of the Maze, a special place here in town, just across the high school from the gym. Mulgrew inside and back outside. Nice move on the shot. Off the glass is good. Marion Galvin, she's got the last 5 points for Walpole. Had a 3 and then a 2 shot there. Just missed on another turnover was Bingham. Falmouth looking outside the arc. Gonna get something on the board to chip into Walpole's lead. No good. Walpole pressing it the other way. Mulgrew sends it in the corner. Open player. No good. Loose ball on the rebound. Out of bounds on Walpole. Gonna be a Falmouth ball. Falmouth gonna make some substitutions. They're bringing in Kaylee Mohin. Also Skylar Plurd, would you say Plurd? Plurd back in the game. And then Haley Lynch coming back in the game.
Falmouth right now searching for some answers. The Walpole has done a great job defensively of taking away the paint, taking away that zone underneath the hoop. And they're forcing outside tough shots right there.
Yep.
See right there, they get a shot in the paint, their first points of the quarter here. But Walpole's figured out defensively. If we take away that part, it makes it a lot harder for this Falmouth team. That's their weakness, and they're exploiting it right now very well, very effectively.
Kinley Mohan had the bucket and then answered right away by Walpole. Number 13, Abby McMahon. Walpole just, they know how to control the momentum. You know, when Falmouth does get a bucket, Walpole answers it pretty quickly. And it kind of takes away that pep in the step after a nice strong bucket.
Morgan right there, the first foul with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. This has been a clean game too, foul-wise, defensively.
High scoring too. We're at 31-12 with 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Pass inside, no good. Defended well by, I was gonna say Westwood, by Walpole. Mulgrew for three. Yes! Proud grandfather looking in off that shot. She's had, I think, 2 3-pointers from the outside so far. Done a terrific job behind the arc. No good on the 3-point attempt by Falmouth. Rebound, foul called on the court. That's going to be a foul on Mulgrew.
Walpole's second.
And that's, their second team foul. So, very disciplined basketball here early on. No foul trouble when it comes to any potential free throw shots. Quick pass, quick shot. Olivia Arsenal. She's been a great player by Falmouth. That was a great inbound pass, and she put herself in a great position to convert. And a turnover again. So Falmouth, the last 4 points, able to cut into the lead. Walpole up 34-16 on Falmouth. Mulgrew looking inside. Bingham off the glass, no good. Kept in though. Kept in by McMahon. I don't know what the whistle was for, but
that was a travel there, which kind of not sure about that call. She was dribbling.
A little ticky-tack call?
I would say so. I'll have to check the replay. I could be wrong for the folks watching now, but in my opinion of it as I saw it, I don't know. I don't know. Granted, I'm not claiming to be a basketball expert.
Bingham. It's a terrific move. She does it all. She can shoot from the outside, and then when she's down low, the moves she has to create some space and get a good look offensively is tremendous. Shot from the outside by Falmouth. No good off the side rim. Kept in. Great job there by Layla Clune, able to keep it in. Ford gonna walk it around. Gonna try inside again. Off the glass and in. Layla Clune.
Falmouth's offense is finally starting to find a rhythm there. And we're
gonna see a foul there. So it's Falmouth, some momentum, some late momentum. You know, that as a coach, you want to take that going into the second half where you have an opportunity to have more time with your team, more time to talk through things, make adjustments for that second half. So if you can have that momentum, it's huge.
It's good that they're going on this run now. You know, right now they're being outscored 18-8 as of the start of this period. So can you get this within maybe 6 or 8 points?
Yeah.
Here before you go in.
With a foul called on the court on Caroline Duran.
Can you get a couple quick baskets to draw you within, I guess just the score, I should say, a more manageable maybe 10 points?
Yeah. Lord going to the hoop. A little too strong. Out of bounds on Falmouth. That was a good look there. Tough to make. When you were going to that basket, you see some daylight, but you also see the shadows kind of closing in. You know, that is a lot would be on my mind of trying to have some quietness in my brain to convert on that bucket.
Falmouth's a fast team. They run fast. They're a fast overall, fast-paced team and fast-paced offense. Sometimes it makes it easy to, you know, when you throw a layup, maybe put a little too much mustard on it. So, you know.
Shot from the outside. That's a little short. Bingham battling on the rebound. She gets it. What a competitor. Clock winding down. Shot clock 3, 2. They got to throw it up. Did they get it? They're going to say yes. What a conversion there. Marin Galvan.
20 points this quarter for Walpole. Big second quarter for them.
They had 20, I think they, wasn't it 20 in the first? Is it 18?
18.
Yeah, so, wow. Explosive would be the action word I would use. Shot from the outside, short, 3 seconds left, 2. Left in the hash, get it off in time, no. Oh, no good on the basket.
I think you were right too. I think it was just late.
Yeah. But what a adjustment made by them, and what an explosive answer. After one half of basketball, Walpole 38, Falmouth 18. You are watching Westwood Media Center coverage of the Bill Riley Winter Classic. We're going to take a quick break, folks, and we'll be back for the start of the second half.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back, folks. Ready to kick off the second half here. Thank you, Arch Orthodontics, Cadillac and Norwood. Always appreciative of all the support to make this possible. Covering the Riley Classic.
Yeah.
And being able to cover two teams that are non-Westwood teams. You know, Walpole potential team that Westwood could play in the playoffs. Westwood right now the 7 seed, Walpole the 7 ranking, and Westwood the 7 ranking, Walpole the 8 ranking. So two teams that could certainly find each other in deeper in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great precursor to the playoffs. You know, where regular season after these couple games is over for these teams, and this is a great little test for some non-league opponents and some good opponents at that.
Yes.
And for all 4 of these teams, these are teams that might see similar competition, and great to get a little test to see where you're at in terms of where your team's at. As we have a call on the court, looks like a foul
On the court. It's a foul on number 24 for Walpole. That is Caroline Durant, and that is her second personal foul. And that's an early team foul. That's probably the earliest team foul we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think so. Overall, it's been a clean game.
Very
It's been a clean defensive game. A lot of the blocks you see are clean blocks.
Maybe it's the same thing in basketball as we were talking about last night with hockey. The officials just letting the kids play a little bit. Bingham with the turnover again. I was just talking to the Walpole girls lacrosse coach, Mike Tassoni, and he said Bingham, one of the best athletes he's seen at Walpole. And she's not a lacrosse player. So, pretty impressive that he's, seen her and she's on the radar, and he's, mostly involved with the lacrosse program when it comes to Walpole sports. And that was a big 3 by Walpole to start off. 3 attempt by Falmouth, no good, but rebound, take it to the hoop. That is good. Kinley Mohan.
Interesting to see, too, here. We just saw on the inbound for Falmouth there, Walpole's playing full court press here early, which is interesting because normally you see that kind of pulled out at the high school level when, you're down.
Yeah, later in the game, and you need some buckets,
Yeah, so interesting to see that they're playing it here. They're keeping the foot on the gas pedal, which is a sign of a good team. That's what you got to do if you're Walpole. You're trying to get into the championship round here for the Riley Classic. So, keep your foot on the gas. These games mean something, and be interested to see what they do here.
Bingham no good on that attempt. Rebound by Falmouth. That was rebounded by Arsenal. Ford working it down to Arsenal. Arsenal was looking for Mohan. Missed on that connection. Turnover. The balls are turnover by Falmouth. Walpole ball. Inbounded by Katie McDonald. Pushing it up the court is Durant. Adams works it to the center. Gonna work it around the arc. To down low to Bingham. Bingham's been their stud. No good, but rebounded by Walpole. Foul called on the court, but what a job by number 10, Tori Adams, just going right to the hoop, getting a rebound. Love to see the efforts for these teams that are putting themselves in positions to get second, third opportunities. You don't take any shot for granted. Shot from the outside. Arsenal is good. That was a good 17 feet. Long 2. Walpole up 41-22 on Falmouth. Walpole's got a bunch of different plays they run, and the communication they have to be on the same page has been superb. They're looking down low to Bingham. Bingham gonna work it up top over the arc. Bingham and Arsenal going one-on-one. Arsenal got a handle on that. They're gonna say it's a foul, and I believe Bingham will shoot 2.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that's going to be the first time we're going to the line. Oh, no, it's not. We had one in the...
We did, yeah.
For Falmouth.
Bingham. First one, no good.
First 3 throws this this half, we'll say.
Yes. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Falmouth. Falmouth looking to push the pace. Turned over by Walpole. Bingham up top to 21. McDonald hands it to Durant. With Adams. Adams working around a pick. Going to the hoop. A little strong. Mohan came away with the rebound and dishes off to Ford, who's going to work it up court. Boons. Inside look. No good. Rebounded by Bingham. That was a shot from Mohan. We're going to work it inside. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a travel. Yeah, travel called. And some substitutions coming in for Walpole. Emily Mulgrew, as well as Abby McMahon. Nope. Coming in was not Abby McMahon. She was already in there. It was Marin Gallivan. So Gallivan and Mulgrew coming in the game. 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Walpole up 41-22. Boone's going to the hoop, but well defended by Walpole. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Falmouth.
Falmouth's defense here in the past couple minutes has done a great job of holding and preventing some Walpole scores, and they've kind of slowed down this offensive attack, and now they're starting to get their own sort of shots off here.
Ford outside, off the back rim. Boone though with the rebound. Back in the hands of Ford. Center of the court outside the arc. Dishes it off to 22, Allison Kraft. Owen, he's gonna work it inside, then pass outside to Ford, who's gonna drive it towards the hoop. Oh, and great defense there on the block. Abby McMahon. That was a terrific block. It wasn't an easy one, too, because Ford was kind of coming around the screens to work it in there, and she had it was kind of at an angle. So, great athletic job there by McMahon on the block. Ford looking to continue to cut into Walpole's lead. Walpole with their explosive offense able to get off to a big lead after the first half. And part of their explosive offense has been they haven't missed too many shots.
No.
When they've been open outside the arc, they've basically made most, if not all, of the ones we've seen. And then you got Bingham. When you give it to her down low, she has been a terrific asset. Shot from the outside, no good. Emily Mulgrew. Boone with the rebound. I'd say not a turnover. It looks like they said caught a piece of a Walpole player. Coming into the game for Falmouth, Jordan DiPietro. Skylar Plord going to get a rest. Another ball out of bounds on Walpole, going to stay with Falmouth. Ball in the hands of Moha. Maureen Lind, sophomore for Falmouth. Looking for Moha. And Walpole with the great turnover there. Aaron Gallivan gets the turnover for the Timberwolves. And shot from the outside, the arc is good. Ryan McDonald.
Snow, rain, sleet, Sunday, doesn't matter. The bank's open in Walpole.
My goodness, and that was 3 by Ryan McDonald. And if you just look at the list of players that have made 3-pointers tonight, it is complimentary basketball. We have a bunch of players who've made 3s. Bingham gets the turnover. She's gonna take it towards the hoop, then kicks it out. Walpole doing a good job of finding the wide open players for uncontested 3-pointers.
That's such a great asset to have in high school basketball. We don't see a lot of 3s in both the boys and the girls classes. We typically see a lot of driving the buckets, a lot of maybe jump shots, but we don't see a lot of 3s in general.
Chase for 3. She just checked into the game and right away, right on the board. Imagine that. You just check in, and then about 4 seconds later, when the action kicks back up, you make a nice 3 like that. Puts Walpole up 47-22.
And if you're a coach too, for Coach, checking my roster here, I'm not
like
familiar
Dave
with
Wall.
Dave Wall.
Yeah.
That opens up your offense too.
Yeah.
You have a few players on this team who can take those 3-point shots, and now you open up your offense because you force teams to say, oh, well, now we have to, protect you from out the perimeter.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of teams in high school, you might not necessarily have to do that.
And you got Bingham down low too. I mean, my goodness, pick your poison. Do you want to get death by paper cuts from the outside, or, really athletic moves down low by Bingham? Arsenault with the putback. Gets Falmouth's 24th point. And Bingham, she's gonna drive it herself. Kick out, shot from the outside by Chase. That's good, that was a long 2. Goodness, they haven't missed many. 49 points. 48 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. That shot attempt no good, clunked off the back iron. Goes out of bounds on Falmouth, Walpole possession. You have a whistle, I don't know if there's a timeout, I don't think there is, so it's just a substitution. Mulgrew gonna inbound. Dishes it off to Bingham, who's gonna take it down the court. Bingham getting some momentum, some power. And I think they're gonna say offensive foul. Offensive foul on Bingham. That's her 2nd personal foul. That's only the 2nd team foul. So another clean quarter for both teams. Falmouth only has 1 team foul here in the 3rd quarter. There you go.
Call that a travel.
Yep, travel called on Kinley Mohan. Emily Mulgrew, the inbound. It's interesting. So Bingham, who's been the kind of that player down low, she's also can move that ball up the court too. What can't she do?
What an
Post
asset
player,
the Walpole team has. Like, she can do it all, and that's a great.
Not afraid to draw the penalty. She was trying to draw a blocking foul, taking it to the hoop. Clock winding down, and it is expired here in the 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters of play here, Walpole 49, Falmouth 24, and expecting I'm sure some high point totals as well here in the 4th quarter. I mean, Walpole 49 points through 3 quarters that's a lot of points. That is a ton of points. And if you're any team that's scouting them, what do you do to stop that? I don't know where you start. Do you stay with the zone defense, or you try and get aggressive to throw them off their game in the throw them off the game with just the aggressiveness on defense? I don't know.
I think at some point you got to put the pressure on. I don't think we're seeing a lot of full court press from Falmouth. I don't think that's a part of their game. And I think we've seen games that Westwood have played where they've been down middle of the game and they put the full court press on and they force some turnovers and they kind of keep it close.
Yeah.
And I don't think Falmouth has done that this game, which is their defensive strategy, and they've stuck with what their game plan was, and I understand that. But I think as a result, you see Walpole's not getting that pressure, and it's giving them time to set up their plays. And as they set up their plays, they have the opportunity to, kind of take a smarter shot and run their offense the way they do it. And I think you have to put the pressure on aggressively.
Yeah.
Zone or man defense, I don't necessarily know if it matters.
Yeah.
I think it's more about, are you going to put the full court press on or not? And Falmouth has elected not to. We'll see what they do here in the fourth with 8 minutes left in this game. But I'm not too sure what you can do to stop Bingham.
Yeah.
It's just one of those players that it seems like there's really not much you can do. You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her.
Yeah.
So
Falmouth looking inside. Clunes blocked by McCann. And then you have McCann, who is, she's had some buckets, but tremendous defense from her. And they're going to say it's a foul on that block, so she must have caught some hand. Clune going to shoot too. First one, no good. Second one is good. Falmouth's 25th point. Walpole up 49-25 here early in the fourth. McCann got a player on her, dishes it over to Bingham. Bingham gonna work it back, create some space. Sends it near side to Chase. Ball inside to McCann. No good off the front rim, rebound by Falmouth. Some good ball movement there. Walpole did a good job of moving it around, getting a look inside. Ball out of bounds. Maybe a Walpole ball going the other way. Bingham gonna bring it up court.
And Walpole's kind of in the driver's seat right now. They have full control of this game. They can take their time, run an offense, practice, sort of almost get some reps of running your offense, and that's great for them. Getting some practice in and playing smart.
Ball gets to the backcourt. It's gonna be picked up by Plord. A little strong on the layup, and a foul called on the court. It's gonna be a foul on Falmouth, though. So foul on Allison Kraft. That's the first team foul for Falmouth. Walpole with the ball and the lead. 6 minutes, 37 seconds remaining here in the game. These games go by so quick.
This game especially has felt like it's been quick.
Not many timeouts or anything like that. Not many free throws too, which kind of will stop the game and slow the pace a little bit.
We really haven't had many stoppages. That's sort of the result when you play good, clean basketball. The clock runs and it runs, and after a while it's the end of the game. And I haven't looked at the clock. I have a little.
Oh, and one, but was there a? Let's see what happened. It was a foul called on Walpole. So that was a good drive, but foul on the drive attempt, which negates the bucket. Falmouth going to work the ball up court. In the hands of number 33, Maureen Lind, sophomore for Falmouth. And a travel called. And a Walpole ball.
Perhaps it's my lack of basketball knowledge, but I'm not quite seeing if it's maybe like an extra step early off the start that they're calling, but
yeah, it's one of those things you can't really describe well, but you see it well. So it's just something. It's when it looks awkward. The movement with the dribble looks awkward, and it's just obvious. Where you needed to dribble and you didn't, or you waited an extra second.
Yeah.
Much different than the NBA. They allow, almost like watching handball sometimes. You get, a few steps. But, here at the high school and college level, it's a true travel call that you see. half of LeBron's, layups. He's taking an extra step. Pass inside. Lind with the attempt. No good. Rebounded by Gallivan. Gallivan kicks it over to Adams. Adams looking inside to Gallivan. Lefty off the glass is good. Beautiful give and go. Gallivan and Adams for the 2 points. Walpole up 51-25. 5 minutes remaining here in the game. Shot from the outside is good. Allison Kraft.
They gave that 2 there.
Yeah, it was a deep 2. That shot from the outside was no good. Tori Adams. Ball went out of bounds on Falmouth, gonna stay with Walpole. Mulgrew on the inbound. Finds Adams. Adams driving. Draws a foul on the court, so no shots. Gonna be a foul on, I believe, Christina Famino.
I am standing right next to where.
Walpole gonna inbound on the far side. Mulgrew finds Adams. Adams off a pick from Gallivan. A blocking foul. That's the second consecutive foul on Famino.
2 quick fouls on Falmouth here, and
Yeah.
we haven't seen either of these teams really approach foul trouble today. But we're still have half a quarter here, and Falmouth's at 3. We could possibly see that soon here.
Yeah. Mulgrew look to shoot, held on that, sends it over to Bingham. Bingham gonna work it around. She gives and goes with Ryan McDonald. McDonald near side to Adams. Adams working through some traffic. Ball gets loose. Ball is out of bounds on Falmouth. Gonna stay with Walpole. Also some Walpole-Westwood ties. So Olivia Shea on Westwood. Her aunt Cheryl Suffredini Gaba was a Westwood legend. Played for Bill Riley, Walpole resident, and had 2 very talented basketball-playing sons that played Westwood in some playoff games over the years. So a lot of great Walpole-Westwood athletic ties. Driving to the hoop. And a foul called on the court. I think it was before the shot. Oh, they're going to say the bucket was good, I believe. Yep. So bucket was good. You're going to shoot for the and one is Arsenal, who's been a terrific player for Falmouth. They're doing it on both sides of the court.
And that'll be a timeout.
Timeout called. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after a quick message from our sponsors.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Coming out of the timeout, we're going to get Olivia Arsenal shooting for the and one after she made the bucket. No good, but we have a whistle on the court. I think it was a violation by Falmouth. Lane violation, going to be an automatic Walpole ball. So Walpole with the ball, up 51-29, 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the game. Turnover drawn by Falmouth. Great hand there by Kinley Moen, who was able to get a hand on the ball, allow Falmouth to come away with it, go the other way. Mohan, nice move, shot from about 10 feet, no good. Ball gets ricocheted outside, gonna stay with Falmouth. Falmouth Clippers. Some great mascots and logos. They got a nice little ship with the logo for the Clippers. Inbounded to Arsenal. Arsenal walking towards the hoop. Floater trying to go off the backboard. That was no good. Walpole gets the rebound and they push the pace. McDowell over to Gallivan. Back to McDowell. All grew. Chase. Man. And Mulgrew off a screen. Ooh, blocked by Arsenal. We were saying how she's doing it on both sides of the court. She is a terrific athlete for the Clippers.
Seen a lot of blocks here today.
And Arsenal is only a junior, so she certainly could be a top player in the state come senior year. Mulgrew outside. No good. Rebound by the Clippers. That was rebounded by Christina Femino. Clock inside 3 minutes. Falmouth with the possession, looking to get some more baskets before the end of regulation. Looking inside, that ball was knocked loose. Mulgrew is going to walk away with the rebound. Ball in the hands of Chase. Right off to Mulgrew.
This is the point of the game where you're going to see Walpole making a lot of passes,
Yeah,
running the clock down.
This is how you want to close out a game. Say you're up 5 with 3 minutes. You want to be able to have effective passing to maximize not only your possession but also to really kill critical clock off the scoreboard.
That jump ball will go to Walpole.
Yeah.
Gets a little confusing with the white jerseys in the Westwood court. You get used to calling them
started
Westwood.
a count of how many Westwood counts we'll do. It kind of sounds like, reminds me of Kathy Delaney when she was at Harvard and she was coaching against, I think, one of her players, I forget who, and she said, bear down Westwood. She had a Westwood player, I think, on the team, and she said, bear down Westwood, and the whole gym heard her. This is when she was at Harvard. Shot from the outside is good. It was inside the arc, so it was a long 2. Number 12, Ryan McDonald. Good job of not traveling there. And a three-pointer off the glass is good. Haley Lynch from downtown.
You'll have to see Falmouth keep fighting here and trying to get as many points as they can. Keep it close, and keep it respectable, and play to the end here.
Yeah.
They still have a game tomorrow. This tournament, there's no elimination here. You go to the consolation bracket, so there's still games to be played for both teams, and you want to keep it close and keep fighting and see what you have for tomorrow.
Yeah. If I'm Falmouth, I'm staying at a hotel tonight.
Oh, yeah. I could not imagine driving down.
If not, I'll tell you what, those bus rides really drive some team culture where you're able to spend some time with each other, get to know each other, and to really believe in what you guys are doing. And some of those best bus rides after a big win are some of the best memories ever.
And that could be a motivator for them tomorrow going into the consolation game. Like, if you have to take that bus ride home and sit on it and think about that as a team, that can be motivating. You don't want to go back to Falmouth tomorrow and have that same vibe on the bus ride back home. So that's a great motivator as well, and I'd expect to see them come out a little fired up tomorrow when they play in their game.
Absolutely.
As for Walpole, excellent win for them. Great team win. You have a lot of players who can shoot beyond the arc, and you have great offense, and they look strong heading into the championship game here at the Riley Classic.
Oh, block shot there. It was a nice block by Noel Sylvia. Falmouth's got the ball with the clock winding down, 10 seconds remaining. Moon just inside the foul line. That's no good. Rebounded by Walpole, and that is gonna do it for the first game here in the Riley Winter Classic. Walpole, the winners, 53-32 over Falmouth in Walpole. with that win is going to be in the championship game tomorrow and going to face the winner of the game, the winner of the next game, Westwood versus Middleborough. So we're going to stick around to see the winner of that one as we call that game. We have Tom Lyden in the building now too, so
Yeah.
that could be a fun call for two good teams, and you know, a good opportunity for either team to win and play a terrific team that we just watched in Walpole. But that is going to do it here from Bader Gymnasium Game 1. We will be kicking off the second game very shortly. Walpole 53, Falmouth 32. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We will see you all soon.